Hello, everyone. On behalf of the LA program, I'd like to thank you all for coming. I'd like to give a special thanks to the alumni board for organizing this event. And then a special thanks to all the panelists, as well as Bob Chipman, Danny Buellmore, Stephen Trues, and Dave Wilber for leading us on the sketch crawl and campus tour. We're super excited for this year and the future of the LA program. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce our program director, Dr. Kim.
Thank you very much. So we have some changes, as you see. This is very special moment hosting our interim president, Dr. Teresa Woodward. And because of another 2 months, I think better to open this special event with her remarks. So,
welcome, and you were drinking a little too long. I didn't know to join you upstairs. We could have had all these opening remarks upstairs, and but it did give me the opportunity to meet several of you and a lot of the students who are here. So delighted to see the enthusiasm with which our current students are engaging with our alumni and faculty. And really, that's what this is about. So I'm honored to join you tonight. Wouldn't want to be anyplace else, Dr. Kim. This is really terrific, and I really do want to thank Dr. Hinosa for your service to this program, for sharing the interim role. We all, that little word actually doesn't mean we're potted plants. It means we actually can get perhaps more things done than you might imagine. So, and I know for you, you have led this program effectively, and I really appreciate all that you're doing. And I have to give a shout out, maybe all of you have already celebrated, but Dr. Kim, congratulations on your Excellence in Teaching Award last year. I think maybe some of you know that he was elected to the presidency of the Council of Educators in Landscape Architecture. I've been very proud of you and have elevated you, including at Board of Trustees meetings, and it's been my pleasure to watch all of the ways in which you have impacted Michigan State. So thank you so very much. And I also want to thank our Alumni Advisory Board, and just to make sure you're probably color coded in green or something, but our advisory board, raise your hand so I can see all of you. So thank you all very, very much. And by thanking our donors and partners and those who are here and have been part of the LA program for many years. I'm glad that we can all celebrate this evening together. So I've been thinking about you a great deal. I look out of my window, and in fact, I saw some of you today wandering around campus. And so Steve, well done. Where's Steve? I saw you, Steve, and you didn't see me, but I saw you. I was working. You were working. Keeping my eye on you. And you know, when I thought about this evening and made just a few remarks as you were getting ready to celebrate together and have your dinner at the end of a great day, I thought about MSU's excellence and the way in which this program really is the confluence of program, place, and people that represents the excellence of Michigan State. And I did, of course, we just mentioned some notable people, and I was thinking back to your origins in 1898. And in 1898, the president at that time, at the time of your founding, was Jonathan Schneider. And Schneider came to Michigan State in 1896, 2 years before your founding, at a time of real crisis at Michigan Agricultural College. It was a time of declining enrollment and a time of lack of confidence in this experiment that we were still running, the land grant institution. But Schneider came in and he was an innovator. And he advocated and enrolled the first class of women at MSU, largely in domestic sciences, but also in landscape, among many other innovations. And one of his ideas was, in fact, to focus on landscape architecture. So today, in 1925, out of that time of potential cynicism and a lack of confidence and inability to see their way forward, Schneider and your forebears, the Spartans of 1898, saw forward to what is today the School of Planning, Design, and Construction 125 years later. At the time of his retirement in 1915, Michigan State had undergone an incredible revolution and now was enrolling 2,000 students, from 300 to 2,000 students, because he could see how some of the practical arts that could be invested in, like landscape architecture, would in fact draw in more students and create a new cadre of graduates and alumni who would continue to enable this great now university to create a resilient world around us. And so that really gives us our purpose. And as for place, looking at the sketches out in the outer annex, you really truly do love this place. More than 5,300 acres of gardens and fountains. I understand even a few brushes for the watercolors were dipped in the Beal Film Garden water feature. But what it does is, what spaces do is to promote health and well-being for all of us. And for Michigan State over this last year, our confidence has been shaken because of issues that many of you have seen and lived through, but our foundation is strong. And part of the reason for that is the physical environment around us. It has given us a place of respite, of well-being, of contemplation, and it is because of that that I think this institution continues to succeed. For the last bit, the landscape architecture program really has helped Michigan State maintain excellence over time. And I know some of our alumni graduated during the time of John Hanna. And so in looking for an appropriate quote for you this evening, Hanna wrote in 1968 that MSU's built and natural environments is certainly, quote, worthy of extending and protecting for the years ahead. And so over the last 5 years, we've seen a great growth in our enrollment, about 79% in the program. We've seen increase in national and student awards and fellowships. We've seen our alumni and donors step up and really enable this program through about $3.5 million in new endowments and gifts. And so within your program, and because of you, I'm confident that we will continue to live out that Hanna ethos of worthy of extending and protecting for the coming 165 years. So if we now think about 125 years, did I say 125 years? I hope I said 125. We look at 125 years from now to 2148. Spend a little time thinking about that. What will the Spartans who have graduated now and into that next 125 years have done? I believe they will have stepped into the challenges of our time and contributed to a more livable environment around the globe. And I think they will look back on our time, the time of our MSU shadows, and be inspired by the faculty, by the students, by the purpose, the place, and the way in which this venerable and dynamic landscape has contributed to the health and well-being of additional generations of Spartans. So thank you all very much. Congratulations on this milestone. And I look forward to hearing more from many of you as you continue to be part of this great institution, and particularly this great program on the occasion of its anniversary. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Madam President, who wrote a great remark. I cannot see which one because in my angle I cannot read. So
Go down, go down, go down.
yeah,
Got one more. Yes, absolutely. Okay.
thank you very much. Okay, so what a wonderful day, and I know we got the second time to get a technical issue, so that's why we need your help. If you don't have any trouble. So So good evening. My name is Junhan Kim, Professor and Program Director for this amazing program since August 2017. And I'm deeply honored to extend my warm welcome to all of you as we gather here to celebrate our 125th anniversary called LAnniversary. This occasion marks not only a significant milestone in the history of MSU Landscape Architecture program, but also a tremendous momentous event for the landscape architecture profession as a whole, as the oldest landscape architecture program in the world. I believe you will enjoy being a part of this historical milestone and will have the great opportunities to recollect the memories of years gone by and treasure those memories once again. In 1898, there were a number of events happened as like the other years in our history. As an example, the city of New York had been established in 1898. And French scientists Pierre and Marie Curie discovered radium, and Will Carroll invented on fire. And you could buy a gallon of milk with 26 cents, and it must be an organic product. And the average wages of female teachers in New York in 1898 was $423 per year, which was a significant raise since 1897. And finally, the new automobile speed record set as 39 miles per hour. We are not here to celebrate those events. In 1898, the degree in landscape architecture was done at Michigan State University as the first undergraduate degree program for our industry in the world. It even stood 1 year ahead of the American Society of Landscape Architects, our professional organization, ASLA, which was established in 1899. Our first graduate was P. Glenn Phillips, conferred his degree in 02. Yes, 1902, not 2002. And since then, our alumni, students, and faculty have been at the forefront of taking full responsibility in our society for creating our natural and built environments across the world to healthy, inclusive, safe, sustainable, and resilient places. As we stand here today, we are not just celebrating 125 years of existence, which is not usual for any majors in the higher education system. We are celebrating 125 years of resilience, innovation, and impact. Our program has weathered the storms of history, the challenges of economic volatility, the trials of world wars, and even the recent global pandemic. As we celebrate this remarkable anniversary, let me take a moment to acknowledge the accomplishment for our program. Regretfully, I don't have time to recount the incredible journey of the past 125 years. But still, I can highlight the significant achievements our program has made since our 120th anniversary, celebrating 2018. First of all, our program has achieved the successful renewal of our accreditation status and now gearing up for our next review in this academic year. We proudly rank among top 9 landscape architecture programs nationally in the United States, which is up 5 places from 2017. Our program has been ranked as the best landscape architecture program in terms of research excellence. Our program enrollment has been increased sharply. When I joined the program in 2017, we had 57 students, but officially we had 38 students on the document because official document doesn't count those students changing their major or undecided major. But this very semester, we have seen a substantial rise with over 100 students enrolling in our program, which is nearly 79% increase. We could recruit extremely talented new full-time faculty members to the program. Our faculty members are leading our discipline by publishing a number of quality publications in top peer-reviewed journals in our field, as well as securing multi-million-dollar research grants that not only advance their research agendas, but also provide our students with opportunities to engage in cutting-edge research. With the generous contributions from our donors and supporters, our endowments allocate close to $4 million in scholarships to our LA students every year. And over the past 5 years, the program has been received over $3.5 million in new endowments and gifts. It doesn't mean we are known to fundraise for our future generation students in our program. Other event and enrichment activities last 5 years. We celebrated our 120th anniversary in 2018, and now we are gathered here for celebrating another significant milestone which only we can celebrate in the world. Since 2018, our strong and talented students have been recognized by winning 11 national or state Students Design Awards. And also our student organization brought the first prize of the 2022 ASLA Best School Spirit Award. And you can see and hear the moment in celebration, and be careful, I didn't check this. With the support of our alumni board and donors, the program was able to support 143 students to attend the Michigan chapter of ASLA conferences as part of our student enrichment activities. In addition to the Michigan chapter of ASLA, 54 students could attend the National ASLA conference with our alumni and donors' support. To recognize our outstanding alumni, the program has reformed our distinguished alumni event as part of the school lecture suite. And very this year, the Dan Bars broke a record by gathering 92 attendees for his convention ceremony. Since 2018, our student senior show has been showcasing their creative, talented, and innovative planning and design solutions, focusing on creating a more sustainable, healthy, inclusive, and resilient world. With the support of our alumni board, the program has been prioritizing student enrichment activities to offer more hands-on, high-quality learning experiences. Reflecting our program's rich history, it's often said that the significance of our life's journey lies not in the destinations we reach, but in the companions who work alongside us. As a Korean poem notes, a person's arrival is truly tremendous. It signifies the meaning of one's past. It signifies the merging of the one's past, present, and future. A person's entire existence is encapsulated in their arrival. In our long history, thousands of our alumni and students have arrived in our program to fulfill part of their life journey. While much of what defines us can be transformed, the privilege of being a member of the MSU LA program remains unchanged regardless of our origin. Ahead of us, we have a long walk, much like the one we have done over the past 125 years. Our journey will leave a clear path where no one steps yet. Together, we have built a legacy that spans 125 years, a legacy of innovation, resilience, and tireless dedication to the art and science of landscape architecture. And as we venture into the next chapter of our journey, let us seize the opportunity to shape the landscape of the future, leaving a lasting impact on the world for generations to come. Because whatever challenges we face, Spartans will stand up for. Thank you very much. Before I introduce, I invite our intern school director, Alex. On behalf of our program, I deeply appreciate our dedicated alumni and advisory board for their tireless commitment to advancing our program's mission, supporting our students, and co-organizing this amazing event with the program. The current, previous, and future contributions are instrumental in shaping the future of our program in this great institute. Also, I want to express my sincere appreciations to our staff members who have made today's event possible. Without their invaluable assistance, we might have had to postpone our event 125th anniversary celebration to 2030. Finally, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to our generous sponsors for their invaluable support to this event. Thank you very much, and let me invite Dr. Nguyen.
Good evening. My name is Rene Hinojosa. I'm interim like the president. And it seems that interims are very much fashionable these days. What can I say? After standing all afternoon listening to the presentation, and after listening to your presentation, Dr. Kim, about the accomplishments, what can I add? Okay, except my admiration. Really, this LA program is not the same LA program I knew. I came here in 1979, and this is a different program. This is not your grandmother's LA. They used to come to the building, all UPLA building, some of you may remember, with their tea tables, with their tea rulers and so on, and with lots of things mechanical. But now, thanks to technology, in 5 minutes, they produce amazing renderings. I remember Dr. Hodges, an old professor of probably some of you, Mike Hodges, invited me to teach the first computer course for LA people. And I was telling people at that time, the technology was not very advanced. We were using languages like Fortran, BASIC, and with that, all we produced for the drawings were the coordinates of a building. And then we gave the data to the LA students, so they had to do rendering based on the coordinates. We have come a long time ago. And just think, 1898, as the president mentioned, that another president, Snyder, created the LA program. But what was going on in 1898? Okay, Dr. King gave you some information about salaries and so on. But in 1898, there was a war going. That was the Spanish-American War. Perhaps some of you don't know, but being from Latin America, I know, because that's when US had a war with Spain, and that's when we won Puerto Rico, Guam, Philippines, and so on, after 3 months. I don't like wars, and I wish this war that we're observing now disappeared. However, to me, I associate LA with that war, but in a good way. Okay, and I say in a good way because LA is transforming our world. Believe it or not, from the presentations I hear this afternoon, our alumni are doing unbelievable work. Okay, they are using not just pencil and drawings, they are in committees. They are being part of even mayoral, positions and so on in order to change the world. What for? For people. Because this is what MSU is, and this is what, for me, MSU means. It's serving the people that gives us this wonderful university. The land grant tradition is part of LA, because LA serves the people and society. And I'm very proud of that. And without any more word talk, I would like to welcome you. And I would like to thank you, all of you, for being part of this wonderful program. I'm very proud of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Walter. Unfortunately, our CANR Creative Agriculture and Natural Resources team Kelly member, she has another commitment, but she sent one video message. But on behalf of the colleagues, we have Dr. Scott Lovich to celebrate our event together. So let me play Dr. Millenberg video message.
Good evening to our alumni, faculty, staff, friends, and students, and honored guests. I'm Dean Kelly Millenberg, and on behalf of the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, I'd like to offer you a warm welcome and thank you for joining our esteemed landscape architecture community to celebrate their 125th anniversary. I'm sorry that I can't be with you this evening, but I want to take this opportunity to recognize a selection of this program's accomplishments over the last 5 years. Thanks to the generosity of our donors and alumni, we have received over $3.5 million in new gifts and endowments, which support students and faculty members within the landscape architecture program. Our donors have also provided travel scholarships for 54 students to attend the National Association of Landscape Architects Conference, and for 143 students to attend the Michigan LSLA Chapter Conference. These early career networking connections are invaluable to our students and the newest graduates, and we're grateful for the many contributions that make student conference attendance possible. As an educator, I am so proud to recognize the program's commitment to student enrollment and success. Due to the exceptional efforts of staff and faculty, student enrollment in landscape architecture program has increased by an outstanding 79% over the last 5 years. I'll say that again, 79% over the last 5 years. We have also dedicated $250,000 in annual scholarships, and those funds benefit around 40 students in the program each year. Our students experience exceptional support from our landscape architecture family, and I'm grateful to everyone who contributes to those efforts. And these students are highly accomplished, competing in and winning student design competitions at the state and national levels, and earning national scholarships and fellowships. Their futures are bright indeed. Finally, I want to recognize the achievements of our amazing faculty in elevating the reputation and impact of this program. Since the previous program ranking in 2017, the program has ascended 5 places in the national rankings to be ranked in the top 9 landscape architecture programs in the country. This is an extraordinary accomplishment. They have earned recognition as the best research program in the United States and Canada by total faculty citations, annual index, and median faculty publications by Landscape Journal. Our faculty also secured nearly $2.5 million in grant funding and published over 30 articles in prominent peer-reviewed journals. I know that this amount of scholarly productivity requires a truly dynamic academic community, and it's an honor to have such a community here at Michigan State University. Again, thank you all for joining today's wonderful celebration and for this anniversary. From the generous LAnniversary sponsors who have supported today's programming, to the artists and alumni who shared their inspiring stories and talents, your presence has enriched this landmark event. Thank you. Here's to the next 125 years of excellence for landscape architecture here at Michigan State University. Go green!
Before this session of the state program, only one more remark. and that's probably way more important. As I mentioned, this event could be happened with those generous sponsors. And on behalf of those sponsors, we have landscape farms who support supporting our keynote presentation following our event. And I think let me introduce Mr. Scott Reynolds. He is Vice President for Landscape Farms, and he is past president for our alumni board.
This will only take 20-30 minutes, believe me. First of all, thanks everybody for coming. This is a lot of work. Again, thank you to the board who did a lot of this work. There's not easy to put on. This is actually my second one. Dr. Kim and I are also here for 120, so very excited. But Landscape Farms is very proud to be a sponsor of this. We are kind of all from Michigan State. So I'm an alum from the program. Two other people in the room, Bill Main is our ex-president from Landscape Farms, is also here and from the program. Kyle Versman on our team is also from the program. And John Chitton, our founder, was from the program and is also the sponsor of the overseas program. So we're very ingrained in Michigan State. We also have a few products around the campus if you want to wander around and look around. So it's kind of fun. But it's not just about Michigan State. Landscape Farms really is about the landscape architecture profession. Again, since John Chipman was a landscape architect, we've really embraced the profession, feeling like we are a design company like many of you, just on the product side instead of the space side. And we really try to do things that are important to the landscape, the environment. We're very sustainable in our practices and our materials, and really believe the same things you all do, again, because we're one of them. We also like to partner on big projects. Again, Landscape Farms is been doing things for, I think we're on 54 years. Don't quote me, Bill might check me later on that one. But again, very excited to be part of this program, especially, but also the professional landscape architecture. To talk about the LAAV just for a second, as a board member in my second term and my 8th year, I've just seen tremendous growth, mostly in thanks to Dr. Kim. We've really got a great program going on. They're very exciting staff. They're willing to work with the alumni, which is awesome. They're really trying to build the program. As you saw, the numbers that have gone up so much for students. So in just the 8 years I've been involved, we've seen tremendous growth and really a lot of passion for this program. So that's very exciting for all of us. The board is trying to develop relations with the students, do more for them. We try, again, we mentioned that we finance the Michigan ASLA, for all students go to that national ASLA. Events like this, other speaker events. So again, the alumni board is trying to be involved to do more with the program and the university and engage students. So if you're interested in joining us financially or anything else, volunteer-wise, love to have you. It's a really good group. It's a lot of fun. The university is wonderful to work with. So for that, we are building on the next 125. And again, thank you all for joining us. Appreciate it.